We're here in Cologne at the Wag the Long Tail conference with Anthony, who started Hype Machine in 2002, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you want to just tell us a little bit about it?
Well, so I just felt like the music that ends up in magazines or on the radio is there as a result of marketing processes or sort of all the different things that happen in the music industry that are so very much interconnected, but the outside observer doesn't really know about. But it doesn't actually have anything to do with whether the music is interesting or not. And so I felt like I didn't want to spend time kind of figuring it out and opening up a magazine and figuring out what's actually good or what's there because it's they buy a lot of ad space or something. And so that's why I ended up building a site, because I was amazed that people would spend time writing about music just because they like it. So Hype Machine is a site that keeps track of what people are blogging about in terms of music. So whenever anyone writes about a song or an artist, it shows up on Hype Machine, and you can listen to it and see what's popular and search and see what people are writing about a certain band. So that's what we do. People constantly submit new blogs to us, and of course we were looking at the ones we started with, but there's always new blogs being added and created and started in the web, so we were always on the lookout for new ones. Yeah.
Do you have any blogs that you read a lot on your own free time, music-wise?
Well, I mean, some of my favorites are Set the Gramophone is one of the earlier blogs out there, and it's kind of kept its pure sort of idea, and that's actually one of the blogs I point to when people ask me, like, what's a music blog like? It's very passionate and very the guys that write it wouldn't write about songs they don't like, so it's really interesting.
How do you keep the purity of your site as it grows and becomes more well-known?
Well, so the wisdom of the crowds is a dangerous thing, because for some things it works great, and for some things you actually get really poor results. And in the case with Hype Machine, the popular page is actually would be a good example of what the wisdom of the crowds would produce, and it's not always the most interesting part of the site. So sometimes looking at the front page, which is the chronological listing of all the most recently discussed artists and bands, is more interesting because it's more eclectic and you get a chance to listen to something new. Whereas often on the popular page, well, it's popular, so you may have heard about it.
What's the band that you're most excited about right now, or music that you're most excited about recently?
Well, so Hype Machine really changed the way I listen to music. So before, I probably would never listen to pop stuff. And now, just this other week, I heard this remix of I can't stop listening to it, and I feel a little guilty, but it's great.